Hey y'all, welcome to my SheShed project series. We have a lot of plans for this shed. It's in okay condition right now. It needs some fixing up. It's not terrible, but we do know that it appears as if somebody was living in here while this home was vacant before we moved in. That's a little creepy, but oh well. But yeah, I'll show you what all my plans are and I'll give you a little tour. All right, here's what it looks like currently on the outside. We got 2 windows, double doors. Obviously, the outside, like the beautification is what I call it, that's gonna be last. Like, we're gonna fix the door, we're gonna fix the doors. This wasn't even like that when we viewed this house with our realtor. It was not like that. This padlock was also not on it. And there was also a window unit in one of the, I can't remember if it was this window on the side over here or if it was the one over here. Neither one of these had that, but anyway. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be, we're not gonna keep it yellow. I haven't decided what color I'm gonna paint it. More than likely it'll be like a really bright red, kind of like our barn at our old house. My husband's gonna get up here. We're gonna spray, like kind of flood it with water up here just to check for any kind of leaks. And if there is any kind of leaks, then we'll fix those leaks before we insulate the inside. So let's take a look inside real quick. I had to get some spiders off this door. All right. Yeah, as you can see, oh, it was one of these windows over here. Okay. Looks like somebody was living in here prior to us moving in. There's some kids' toys. They had a fan plugged up. There's some food wrappers, some sunburn stuff, aloe, Dollar General bag that had all kinds of stuff in it. There's some medicine bottles, some drink bottles. There's a candle right there. But yeah, there's already electricity out here. It's already hooked up. We have 2 lofts. That's clearly the sink that used to be in our house, in the kitchen. Looks like they had a garbage disposal. Just some leftover stuff. But yeah, my husband's gonna insulate everything. Yeah, looks like that's gonna need to be, I'm hoping he'll be able to insulate up here. I don't know how that works. That might be something stupid, but I would like that to be insulated because clearly there is a hole right there. So yeah, that's gonna be a leak, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so we're gonna fix that. And we're gonna insulate it, put some sheetrock up, paint it. I'm probably gonna put, I think the window unit was in this window. I could be wrong, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna put a window unit in here. I haven't decided if I wanna do carpet or I'll probably do carpet. I don't know. If not, we'll just do like some kind of wood flooring or maybe some panels or whatever. I definitely want it to be a cozy spot for me, and I'll have some decor up. I'll do all my video editing in here. I'll have a computer set up. I'll probably have my equipment out here, and I also want to do I want to throw some pottery, but that'll probably be like a designated corner, maybe like over here or something, away from everything else, and have like a protective, I don't know, barrier up like right here or something so it doesn't get everywhere, and just put some like tarp or something up that I can just take out and rinse off or whatever. But yeah, It's kind of the plan right now. This is definitely going to be a long process because we don't know how much it's going to cost. We're hoping it's not going to be an arm and a leg, but regardless, we'll get it done at some point. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but we'll see. I'm excited and I cannot wait to show you guys the process as we start this project. My husband and I are I'm gonna try and help him as much as I can, but he's kind of the, especially when it comes to painting, he's definitely gonna be the one painting in here. So we've already proven that I can't paint. I can't paint walls. He grew up, his mom was a professional painter and he painted with her because he was homeschooled. So yeah, so he learned a lot. But yeah. And also out here, I had planned on, there's actually a garden over here. I'll probably, I don't know what, I feel like if they did a garden over here, I don't know what plants they put over here because sunlight never gets over here because of all the trees and everything, but sunlight never is over here. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna turn over here into, but, and there, right there, that's a sports bra that I found in my shed. It was just hanging on the back of the door. That's how I know somebody that was homeless was living in here. But yeah, I want to do like a garden and then maybe a little walkway, and we'll probably do like a, just, an entryway, kind of like a little front porch type situation, and then maybe a little flower garden or flower pots. I know over here somewhere we're going to eventually get an orange tree and put it right here. Kind of a dedication to my pawpaw, who had enormous orange trees in his front yard, and they always, like certain time of the year, that's what their yard smelled like, was citrus. Not quite sure what that was used for, but I feel like they hung something there. But yeah, we'll probably do, I don't know, maybe a sitting area over here. Have some shade, like install one of those, can't think of what they're called right now, but the overhang thing. Clearly we need to fix our fence. We're gonna shore up a lot of these holes that are in our fencing. That needs to be fixed. So right now we walk our dogs on leashes back here because our neighbors actually have a little Chihuahua that my dog would view as a chew toy. Well, both of my dogs actually. We have 4 dogs. And then the other side of the yard is pretty much kind of the same. Of course, we have our covered deck here. This is the living room. This is our covered deck, and then we have this. We still need to get a cover for that and a cover for this umbrella, which covers the hot tub that's right here, which I still need to clean that out. We're gonna clean out all this right here, make it look real pretty. We're gonna put some flowers here. I was thinking about putting like a fountain or something back here. We're actually thinking we're gonna, because this tree is leaning and not in a very good direction. Not that if it fell, I don't think it would cause any damage because it doesn't have far to fall. So it wouldn't fall and crash into the house, but it would probably damage some shingles and maybe this little spot right here, but it would probably go directly into that corner. Maybe shatter that window right there. But yeah, we're gonna clean all this out, turn this into like a little garden, have a, kind of a walk path, have a fountain. This is kind of an expensive venture and we don't know if we're gonna be able to do this, but I would love to have like just a little koi pond. But that's kind of a dream. I don't think that's gonna happen, but hey, it's a nice dream. Not gonna be too disappointed if it doesn't happen, but hey, a girl can dream. but we looked into the price, and that is expensive. Just the tarp or whatever it is, the lining that has to go in it, that's like $800 just for that. Yeah, so that's either going to be a very expensive adventure or a very expensive dream. But yeah, that's my toddler's little water play pad thing. We actually have a bunch of outlets here, but that particular outlet right there, there's actually wasps in there. But we have not figured out how to get it open, so I have no idea how maybe they go through this, I don't know how they get in there, but they're alive in there. They're getting out and in somehow, but we can't open it to spray in there and get them, kill them. So they're just kind of hanging out for now. I checked all the other ones. There's not anything there, but we have these solar light things that are on each post. My husband's going to get out here, and we're going to eventually replace a lot of these. I don't think if he's decided if he's going to replace all the boards or just some of them. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what this string that the previous owners had going across here, I'm not sure what that was for, but we're just kind of leaving it there for now. This also has an outlet, electricity going to it, so once we get a cover for it, we're gonna put some lights out here. Looks like, oh yeah, it had a curtain. Maybe something like that, to keep the bugs, like a screen to keep the bugs out. We also have this side of our yard. There's a little drive path over here. There's a propane business right next door. And then a tanning bed place right there. We got our little grill spot. We need to get a cover for this as well. My husband's work shed, that actually needs a lot of repairs. I forget what he said needed to be repaired, but apparently that's going to be kind of a year, maybe longer, before we can even start on that. Not quite sure what all this was for, but it's the brick that matches the house. I feel like they were, looks like they were in the ground at some point. Posts. I'm not sure where they would have been. Maybe they were in the front. We have this drive path right here. There is actually my husband discovered this. That's a speaker. This is a rock. It's a speaker, but it's designed to look like a rock. I have no idea what that is. I'm just gonna leave that alone. There's another speaker right there, I just realized. Yeah, the fence definitely needs to be repaired. We're kind of waiting until the colder months to actually get out here in the yard. We're in Florida, so it gets hot here. So we're waiting for the temperatures to come down before we get out here and do some hard labor, or shouldn't say hard labor, but so we're not like ready to pass out in the Florida summer heat. But definitely need to get out here and get all these leaves out of here. Oh, and there's an outlet right there too. This place, that's one thing we noticed about this house. There is so many outlets outside and inside. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just crazy how many outlets there are associated with this house. Considering our old house, it didn't have a whole lot of outlets. Then we have our covered deck. We're probably gonna, from all around, from here down, we're gonna put something up to block that, because my child, I could just totally see her falling straight through that screen. These lights were already here. They just need to be cleaned. I'm not sure if that speaker works. Some leftover from my daughter's birthday party. This table. I'm not quite sure what this brick thing was used for, but it's kind of shaped like a couch. We have this up right now so that my toddler doesn't climb on it, excuse me, or fall and bust her head open. And I know I want to put something there. I just don't know what. I thought about a TV, but I don't know how complicated that would be. Or one of those projector type screens. Maybe we could get one of those projector things that they sell like on Amazon or whatever, and I don't know, do something like that. Like have movie nights with friends or family, or heck, video game nights. I don't know if you can actually hook one of those up to like the PS5 or whatever, but hey, that's my husband's area of expertise. I am not technologically savvy. I mean, I hold my own, but I leave the complicated stuff up to my mom and my husband. But yeah, I love that swing. It's very nice. We're definitely going to replace these doors because they're kind of a pain in the butt to close and open, and they seem very flimsy. And that is, I have no idea what kind of bug that is. Oh, that's a moth. Never mind, I think. Yep. That's a tour of our backyard.